baby. Hello, nasty. Hello there. Hello. I say hello. Hello, friend. Well, hello, little girl. Hello, my treacherous friends. Hello, operator. The beginning of everything. Welcome back, my friends. It's showtime.
Hey, everybody. It is a podcast.
Yes, it's the Brink of Sanity podcast.
It sure is.
Yeah, we are back, and we are going to do a show.
We are definitely doing a show today.
We have a great idea for a show.
We think. It could be boring and terrible, but we think it's not.
We think it'll lead to a lot more fun shows.
So, we'll find out.
We'll find out. What's that idea? Jay, tell them.
Well, the new TV season is underway soon-ish, and we decided it would be fun to pick some of the new shows coming out, give them a shot, and talk about them later and see how terrible they are. Or good.
Yes, basically.
We're going to try and find some good ones, but there's a lot of terribleness going on right now.
So what we were thinking is we're going to pick some shows, watch them, then talk about how bad or good they are, and the ones that we actually like, we'll follow a little bit longer and see how long we can get. And if we actually finish the season with a show, that'd be amazing. But there's a good chance we won't watch more than 2 episodes of any show.
Yeah, we're going to do this, like Bachelor style, where if it's terrible after an episode or two, it's gone.
Yes. It has to be... If the first episode is the worst thing we've ever seen, we cannot watch it again.
I bought a DVR just for this.
Yes, so Jay is so serious about this.
I just found out about Operation Repo, and I think I'm in love with it. I know it's like 3 years old, but,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's a show about this family that has like a repo business, and it is hilarious.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's so funny.
Are you going to watch this show for the...
Well, it's 3 years old, so I don't know if I could do that.
Is it even on the air now?
Oh, yeah, a new season just started. I watched it yesterday.
Oh, man, I'll check out the show. I see it's on True TV?
Yep, my new favorite channel.
I don't even know if I get True TV.
I upgraded my cable plan just to get it.
Did you really?
Actually, I got it for G4 TV, and then I realized True TV is actually the best channel ever.
What else is on True TV?
World's Dumbest ... And every day for like 3 hours straight, they'll do like World's Dumbest Criminals, World's Dumbest Partiers, World's Dumbest whatever. And they do a countdown, and they have celebrities commenting on it, and it's hilarious.
I am betting with my regular RCM plan, I don't get this.
I don't know. I got it with my I think I got that one with my regular plan. I just didn't know it was there, and then I upgraded, and then I found it.
I didn't even know True TV existed till just now.
Yeah, if I knew it was there before I upgraded, I probably wouldn't have upgraded. Because that's the only channel I watch now.
So should we start on this? I'm looking at my RCN cable thing. I can't even find the channel.
Yeah. So no, it should be listed. Anyway, I'll talk while you look. Let's go to the second link you sent me because that's the best one.
Okay. So how do we want to do this? I was thinking we each get 2 vetoes.
I also like how we're planning how we're going to do it.
Yeah. Well, I thought each of us would get two vetoes of other person's idea, and we try to pick like 7 or 8 shows.
Okay, let's just go down the list and we'll talk about what they are, and then we could both agree or disagree, whatever.
So there's one that we haven't even talked about yet. You thought this was the best one? Not the which one? The TV Guide one?
No, the Metacritic one.
Metacritic,
because that lists all the new shows.
Okay, that has everything?
I think so. I think it does.
Okay, let's try this, and we'll see if anything else is missing.
Okay.
So the first one they have a picture of is this show called New Girl. It's with Zoe Desha whatever. She was in 500 Days of Summer. And do you want to play a preview of it in YouTube?
Yeah, I have no idea where you are, though.
It's a picture of it in the first thing, the early buzz of the upcoming new shows. Yeah, we got this. So it's a show called New Girl. And I have RCN cable, which comes with TiVo. And TiVo randomly put a thing on my TV saying, do you want to watch a preview of New Girl? So I've actually watched the first episode of this.
Oh, okay, and?
I want to make you watch this.
Oh, it's that bad?
I really want to make you watch this because I want to talk about this.
This has Trick written all over it.
Yes, I want you to talk about this. It is the show. It is basically the show is just a series of events in which you have the way a real life person would do it, and the way a TV show does it. And every time they choose the cliche TV. It is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
All right, I'll check one episode out.
You have to watch the first episode so we can just talk about it because it is unbelievably bad.
Okay.
It is. The cast is not bad. The girl's pretty hot. You'd think like this has so much potential. It's as if the writer were doing a satire on a sitcom. It's that bad. It's almost like they purposely making it this bad.
All right. I'll check out one episode. That won't count on our list because we already know that's terrible.
It is unbelievable. Maybe you'll like it, but you probably won't like it after I said this. I can't imagine you'd like it after I said this. But I thought I would try to tell you it's good, but I can't even hide the fact that it's the worst thing I've ever seen on television.
Okay.
It's one of those shows that we do Mystery Science Theater watching it.
Well, maybe we will. Let's see. Well, we got Two Broke Girls.
Two Broke Girls. Okay, so this is created by comedian I'll read a little preview. Created by comedian Whitney Cummings, who also has her own show, Whitney, on NBC. I guess she's doing two shows. And Sex and the City's Michael Patrick King. This comedy centers on two young and apparently not very wealthy New Yorkers who work together as waitresses but aspire to open their own cupcake shop. If only they could somehow raise the money to do so. Kat Dennings from Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist and Thor, and relative newcomer Beth Bears stars the two girls, and the cast also includes Garrett Morris. How does this sound to you?
It sounds like a pass to me.
Play the preview.
Two Broke Girls. We're not watching all 4 minutes of this preview.
Waitress? Dude?
Hi, what can I get you?
We need some.
Is that annoying?
She's snapping in the guy's
Is that
face.
obnoxious and rude? Would you find it distracting if someone did that to you while you were working? Oh, you don't have a job, sorry.
Oh, she's got two.
Damn, dude, she burned you.
Oh,
She's snapping in his face.
no. Do not think we're on the same team. We have nothing in common. I wear knit hats when it's cold out. You wear knit hats because of cold play.
Okay, we're passing on that one, right?
Okay, I can't even. I was going to make you watch it because it looks so bad, but the last track will kill me.
Yeah, I can't do it when they really overdo the laugh track.
I mean, I guess you overdo it when there's just not going to be any real laughs, but
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, next.
that won't survive a whole season.
No.
I guarantee that show is off the air after 3 to 4 episodes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz. It already sounds pretty good with the name, but it's mid-season.
Okay,
So-
well, we could put that on like the mid-season replacement list.
Okay, this already sounds, let's see, a mysterious drama with elements of sci-fi set on an island. It can only mean one thing: another show produced by J.J. Abrams. Do I have to go on?
No, it's already a pass for me.
This time, however, we know where the island is. The mystery surrounds a group of Alcatraz prisoners and guards who have resurfaced in the present day after disappearing 30 years ago.
Oh, good, a mystery.
I say we're watching it. It's mid-season. We haven't been on for a while, but let's put this on.
It's got the fat guy from Lost.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting idea for a drama. And you loved Lost for a little while, right?
Not. I liked it for a little while. I was
And
never.
a lot of people, that was a really popular show.
I know. I was never in love with it though.
His other one also, I've never watched Fringe, but I hear it's good.
Yeah, somebody was telling me to watch that too. We'll see.
Okay, but that's not
that's
on just yet. And we'll keep it going for the whole year, so the mid-season ones also. Okay, so Apartment 23.
All right. First of all, Two Broke Girls. The short description was a female odd couple, and this description is another female odd couple.
We're hoping fans of the show will watch the shows with us and can listen to us and talk about the shows with us, or just listen to us destroy the shows. It's my belief that network television produces almost nothing good every year, and there's probably going to be 1 or 2 shows. That's it. All the new shows that'll be actually decent. A naive young woman moves to Manhattan to start her dream job with a company-provided apartment only to be thrown out on the street when her employer unexpectedly goes under. After grabbing a job at a coffee shop, she quickly meets another young New Yorker who swindles her, sleeps with her fiancé, and naturally becomes her friend and roommate. Oh, and she's friends with James Vanderbeek playing himself.
Great.
Hit the preview for this one.
There's also a reviewer that said he didn't laugh once, but also it was the best comedy pilot this year. So we're in for some trouble.
I only like the fact that James Vanderbeek's playing
Roommates
himself.
wanted.
That's Joanne, that's Austin, and that's Karen. She's the serious one.
Can you believe I'm a grandmother?
We may or may not become lovers. That's up to you.
Is that a picture of Dawson?
Yeah, and he's like my gay BFF, but straight.
I want to live here.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh my God, really? Thank you.
I think I'd rather watch the other one.
Soon. I give her 3 days tops.
It's Alexander McQueen. I bought it with the extra rent money you gave me.
What's up?
Stole from me?
Yes.
I think I'd rather watch the other female odd couple show.
Really?
Yeah.
That waitress thing was going to kill. I was going to kill myself watching her.
I know. That scene seemed annoying, but this whole show, like, I don't know.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Sue me.
Where the hell is my furniture? I sold it. Sue me.
Oh, look who decided to pick up a racket and join the game.
Oh my God, Steven? Mwah. This is Steven. He's my fiance. Everyone, this is Chloe. She's the bitch in apartment 23.
I knew
I put
that
this
the
a
only
maybe.
Yeah.
How's that? We can come back to it. I don't know. I think the fact that James Vanderbeek, not that I love him, but he's playing himself, he must have thought the show looked semi-funny to actually play himself.
Yeah. Still not
Okay. Let's see what else comes up. This next one actually looks kind of interesting. I watched this preview already.
Awake.
Awake. This sounds really weird, but I watched the preview. I think this could be interesting. What it is, they call it Sliding Doors as a cop drama. Awake is the second TV drama from Lone Star creator Kyle Killen. If any of you know what Lone Star is, it was a show that was on last season. It aired for one episode, and they decided it was so terrible they would never release a second episode.
Great.
I watched the first episode. It was about like this con man with a heart of gold. It was it was filmed very like artistic and it looked like really like well done. But the show, you could tell, was just like horrendous.
How can you be a con man with a heart of gold? That doesn't even make sense.
He had like two lives. He had like a one family one place and a family another place, and
That's okay.
it was just like he made like it was like he had these weird moments at the beginning, first episode where like he's trying to be the good guy, and you're like, you're not a good guy. You're conning this entire family.
Right.
You can't have good guy moments.
Okay.
Either be your character or don't be your character. And his dad is forcing him into the con man life. Anyhow, it's horrible, and they knew it was horrible, and they canceled it. But the same guy who's doing it is doing this show. But the series will arrive mid-season, another mid-season one, follows a police detective whose life is split into two alternate realities after a terrible car accident. One in which his teenage son lives, the other in which his wife survives. The split will really understandably present challenges for his personal life as well as his crime investigations. Fortunately, he has a therapist in each world. So it sounds completely bizarre.
Yeah, it definitely has potential. Fez is in it, though.
Whatever. It has... I mean, it's one of the more bizarre concepts that I feel like it's worth checking out.
All right.
You can check out the preview if you want.
Yo, why are all these previews like 4 or 5 minutes long?
Just fast forward.
I don't want to do like a 7-hour show.
Yeah.
Morning.
Don't forget we have dinner tonight.
I think if you're
Reservations at
not
8:00.
watching these, like, they don't really make sense listening to them.
Yeah.
Because you can't really tell what's going on right now. Well, you can probably tell it's a car crash. I think everyone died, except the one guy.
So either his son's alive or his
I don't know.
wife's alive, and he can't figure it out.
Eyes. I open them, same as you.
Let's just start at the beginning.
No.
Rex, head up!
Anyway, you got the idea.
This sounds just really bizarre. I think it's worth watching.
Okay.
Okay, we'll put this on. It's mid-season also, so we're going to have a little while before it actually comes on. But
Next show, Charlie's Angels. No.
I say yes.
What?
I mean, you can disagree. I think it'll probably be really bad. That's why I want to watch
It's
it.
going to be so bad.
I know. That's why. Let's watch this one.
I mean,
You have to. The whole idea is we watch shows. You're gonna kill every show, so you have to agree to some things. We can cut it later if there's more shows you want to watch.
there's like bad where it's fun to make fun of it, and then there's just so bad that it just ruins my day.
We'll watch one episode.
It's going to be terrible, though.
I'm glad you agreed. We don't need to play a preview. Everyone knows what Charlie's Angels is. It's a bunch of 3 women fight people. That's a show.
Free Agents. It is a workplace comedy.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
It's adapted by Party Down creator John Enborn. Have you ever watched Party Down?
No, I haven't.
It's actually a pretty damn funny show. It was on Stars. It got not that much publicity, but it's on Netflix streaming. It's actually worth checking out.
Yeah, I've had it on my streaming. If I watch it, I have 10 days to do it.
It's actually pretty funny. So it's adapted by a guy who actually can create funny things. Adapted from a British series of the same name, this single-camera workplace comedy, you mean The Office, follows the reluctant romance between 2 PR executives who are each coming off a long-term relationship.
What? You
This
fell asleep?
sounds really stupid. I have no interest in this.
I think you fell asleep reading the preview, so let's move on.
Oh, God. A gifted man. They call this, to quote the Daily Beast, it's House meets Ghost.
Oh, no. I don't know, but
I mean, this sounds really bad.
I don't think we have to do this one either.
I'll just read the preview. Medium might be gone, but that doesn't mean CBS characters won't be talking to dead people on Friday nights.
Good.
Okay, we're not going to be watching this.
No.
That's awful.
I
Okay.
think all the shows on Friday nights are just terrible because they know nobody's going to watch them anyway.
Okay, so this is another Friday night show. It's called Grimm.
Oh, this is the one I was telling you about before the show started.
Okay, so why don't you tell us about this?
This is a crime drama, but all the monsters from Grimm's fairy tales are actually real. And this guy is a descendant from the Grimms, and he can see the monsters because they look like people to everyone else, but he can see them as monsters. So he tries to save people from getting killed by the monsters.
Here's they have on each review they have a good news, bad news. It's kind of like the positive, negative about each show. The good news about this show, it's on Friday nights, so you'll probably have something better to do than watch TV.
And it was one of the least liked pilots of all the shows.
I mean, this sounds... Here, just hit play for a second. See if there's anything that comes on. It's to the middle. Just hit play.
The only track we found.
This sounds like what happened to Munson Creek Falls. Same deal, hiker and a bobcat. The bobcat wasn't wearing boots.
Is it supposed to be Little Red Riding Hood?
I don't know. I think we should watch this one.
Really?
Yes. It's got to have a lot of comedy, unintentional comedy in it.
You haven't forced a show on me yet. I think this looks ridiculously bad.
Exactly. See, this is the kind of so bad that I think it could be funny.
Okay. I think it won't last more than an episode with us, but okay. The Grimm. It's called Grimm. I'll write it down.
Yep. Heart of Dixie. A WB style. I mean, do we have to... I mean, we can stop right there, right? WB style?
You're on the next page, right?
Yeah. WB style drama about
Everyone else is listening is like, what page?
Former city dweller who must adopt to small town life.
A New York City doctor moves to a small southern town filled with quirky inhabitants. If anyone's seen Northern Exposure, that's almost the exact same description of Northern Exposure, except with Alaska. After inheriting a medical practice they're in this dramedy created by someone who's going to be pissed off when a show fails.
Yeah, I don't think we need to do this one.
Okay, let's skip this. That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have How to Be a Gentleman. I've seen ads for this on the subway. This is one of several new male-oriented sitcoms on the fall schedule. It stars Kevin Dillon from Entourage, who plays the brother.
Johnny Drama.
Johnny Drama.
Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall.
Who's really funny.
And Rickety Cricket from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
So it's a pretty good cast.
I'm in.
So it's loosely adapted by James Hornsby from John Bridges' book of Etiquette for Men. The book comedy centers on an uptight magazine advice columnist who learns about life with the help of a high school classmate. Okay, that sounds really stupid.
It does. I like the cast, though.
A few reviewers feel there was enough humor in the pilot to suggest this show has potential. Yeah, I'll do this one. Do you want to hit a preview?
We'll try it. So far, these previews aren't giving us much.
They don't do that well on radio.
Andrew Carlson?
Yeah.
Bert's a man's man.
Bert Lansing from high school.
He really took about 2 weeks off of work before he got a new show, huh? Kevin Dillon?
Oh, yeah, because his show's over, right?
Well, Entourage is like the final episode's like still airing, I think.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
Do you think the rest of that cast will do well going forward?
Well, definitely not Vince because he's a terrible actor. Actually, E is a horrible actor. No, none of them will do good except...
Bill Simmons had a great thing about Entourage, why it would never be a great show, talking about how the two main characters are just not good actors.
No, they're not. I mean, the show is all Kevin Dillon and Jeremy Piven. And if one of those two weren't in the show, I don't think anybody would watch it because I don't think one of them is enough to, maintain interest in the show.
I mean, if you had to say who's going to be most successful going forward in that show, or from that show, who do you think?
Jeremy Piven.
I guess Jeremy Piven's a given.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a good career for 20 years already.
I see the problem with Jeremy Piven is he's going to play the exact same character a couple more times going forward and he'll get old. Then again, he's really good. It's a great character.
Yeah. He's been doing it for decades, so I think he's fine. But if you're going with the actual Entourage group, I mean, it's got to be Kevin Dillon. He's got a job already, and I don't think the other ones are going to get a job for a long time.
Who will be the last person to get a job? Who's the least interesting person in the show?
Well, Vince is the least interesting person on the show, but he's good looking, so I could see him getting some teeny movies. I could see him getting some roles in that. Whereas,
I think so. Yeah,
I think Turtle is pretty unmarketable.
I'm the fat guy from Entourage. Don't you want me on the show? And I'm not even fat anymore.
Yeah, at least when he was fat, it was kind of charming. Now he's just like an ugly dude who's only a little chubby.
It's like they write extra things for him in the show because they're like, shit, why do we make it 4 people?
Yeah. They're like, oh, yeah, he's still on the show?
Yeah, we can't just forget about him. They're like, we'll do 1 episode, he'll die, and then everyone will just move on.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's add this. How to Be a Gentleman. I hate my teenage daughter.
I'm already not sold, but...
They have a list of the critics where they say that they have 3 columns: has potential, mixed uncertain, and doesn't look good. There's no one in has potential. There's 2 reviewers in mixed, and there's 10 reviewers in doesn't look good. They describe it as Mean Girls and the mothers who raised them. Jamie Presley, who's kind of hot, and Katie Finner or whatever, stars a mother who, appalled to discover their teen daughters have turned into the same type of mean girls that tormented them when they were in high school, outcasts. So what do you think these Jamie Presley and this woman, Kate Finneran, will do when the show is canceled?
I don't know. Enjoy all the money they made from their actually successful shows of the past.
Okay, we agree this looks terrible. Right?
Yeah, no, this isn't even going to be fun to make fun of.
Okay, the next one looks really bad to me also.
Okay.
Last Man Standing. It stars Tim Allen.
We got to watch it.
Really?
Yes.
First of all, are you a fan of Home Improvement?
I was when it was on, but it's playing at the gym when I go in the morning now, and it is really bad.
It was kind of amusing. It was one of those shows that, I didn't understand how it really became so successful, but it was very family-oriented, I guess.
Yeah.
But I feel like the new show will only be worse. It's not going to be better.
Oh, it's going to be much worse.
Tim Allen returns to network television for the first time since his long-running show Home Improvement. In a sitcom created by Jack Bernadette, whatever.
I can't believe it took him like 20 years to get work.
You got to assume he just was kicking back.
Yeah, I guess.
Between Home Improvement money and Santa Claus money.
Don't forget Toy Story money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those did really well.
So he's an extremely, extremely rich man for an ex-felon.
Yeah.
He could just... he could fill an entire, dump. Like a natural, a man-made dump with just money.
I think we should watch the first episode because I think it's only going to last 2.
Last man standing won't last. Sure.
It's got to be so terrible.
Yeah, that sounds really bad. I wonder if he's going to try to do the same humor.
Oh, I hope he does. That would be so funny.
It's just him with a bunch of girls. Him in a house full of a woman-dominated house. Him and girls. So he'll do his like monkey sounds, whatever, and the girls will be like, "Can you do them?" And then the woman will be like, "But I have my period." It'd be actually a better show. I mean, he just does the monkey impressions anyhow. If they actually have a bunch of women living with a monkey. And then each episode, at some point, throughout the entire season, the monkey will maul and kill each character on the show. You don't know when it's going to happen during the show throughout the season, but it will happen.
It's just an untrained, rabies-infested monkey.
Monkeys are really strong. They can make it like an orangutan. They can whip your face off.
Yeah.
And the women just don't realize that the bad idea to have this monkey around because they're like, "Oh, he's so cute." And then he whips the mother's face off, and they're like, "Oh man, you're a silly monkey." And they just leave the monkey in the house. Okay, we'll put this down. We got to actually watch these shows.
I know.
The New Girl. This is the show I mentioned to you. And the funny thing is, has potential. There's 12 and has potential. Only 2 people say it doesn't look good.
Wow, that's crazy. The crazier thing is that Damon Wayans' son is in this, and it looks exactly like Damon Wayans.
Yeah, he looks a lot like him, and he has a funny delivery. Well, basically, so the whole show is about this girl, Zoe. She catches her boyfriend cheating, so she has to move out, and she moves in with these 3 dudes. And now it's their mixed funny adventures being roommates in New York. According to the reviewers, the good news, if you enjoyed watching this Zoe girl do her quirky thing, as many critics do, and she was in 500 Days of Summer, she was actually pretty good in, you'll like New Girl. TV Line calls it one of the fall's most promising new comedies, while at times James Ponder, who cares, has kind words for the writing and calls the half hour charming, a word echoed by most of the other reviewers. Usually, if someone said an apartment you're going to go see, it's charming. It means it's a absolute dump.
Yep.
So when they say this is charming, they mean
the show.
I like staring at that one girl, and the show is horrendous.
Also, if you liked Damon Wayans Jr., he's only in the first episode.
What?
Because his other show, Happy Endings, got picked up for a second season, and they thought it was getting canceled, so he's leaving the show.
First off, what I understand is Damon Wayans is really funny. Why are they even getting his son for the show? Get Damon Wayans.
Yeah, he looks the same.
Who cares? You're like, why are these 20-year-olds living with a 45-year-old? Who the fuck cares? He's really funny. He can make it really good.
Yeah.
He's, in living color, one of the greatest shows ever.
Yep. So what are we doing with this one?
You're watching it.
The New Girl?
I've seen the new episode, the first episode.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, that's right.
It's horrendous. Dan Wayans is one of the better parts of the show. And not that he's terrible in the show also, but he's one of the better. You could see him having some potential.
Yeah.
This is one of the shows that I'm hoping someone's a vampire. There's got to be something they're doing. It can't be like this.
Maybe From Dusk Till Dawn, where it's normal for the first 3 quarters and then it goes nuts.
She just she turns out to be a vampire and eats the roommates. That'd be good. And then every few episodes they cycle in new roommates who are unsuspecting. They're like, "Oh, she's so cute. Oh, this is so much fun." And then she eats them. I can make all these shows so much better. I don't know why they don't let me.
All your ideas are the cast dying horribly.
I know. Okay, how about instead of the cast dying horribly, she spends the entire season trying to figure out which of her roommates is actually a girl, or which is like a post-op guy. Yes.
Let's cut to the chase. I'm DJ, and I do a little something called the Greenlight Show. Now, I want you to be a fan of the show, so I'm making you listen to this sample. And these girls, they think, oh, as long as I show off my tits, I'm fat. I'll wear this skin-tight shirt and show off all my tits.
Yeah, I see
That'll look real good.
I see that a lot, actually, and it's rather disgusting.
And I've heard these girls, they'll say stuff like, well, you're looking.
Yeah, because I want to throw up.
Yeah, just because I'm looking at your enormous exposed tits, that doesn't mean I like them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like driving by a car wreck, if I were to see a 6-year-old boy's head smashed and run over by an SUV, just because I can't look away, that doesn't mean I like the way it looks. I went to go see Toy Story 3.
My bad.
I don't mean to spoil the movie for anybody, but Andy dies.
Does he get AIDS?
Andy gets AIDS in Toy Story 3 from a gay orgy. He got drunk. He went up to
at college.
The plot of this is, it shows Andy leaving his parents in the beginning, his mom's house.
Yeah, his single mom.
Where the fuck is Andy's dad?
His mom's a single mom.
So the opening scene is just Andy going, "Out of here, Mom, fuck off!" And Andy drives off to his college.
Smoking weed.
Andy gets to college, and the first thing, he opens the door to his new apartment. And his roommates, who he's never met, are in there. They go, "Hey, Andy, rub this on your tongue." Andy starts fucking all these dudes. It's a big, giant orgy.
Wow.
It's like gays and lesbos and normals, and they're all just intertwined fucking.
That's weird.
And then Woody shows up, but it's not Woody. It's Andy's dick with a cowboy hat on it. And he goes, "Check out my Woody!" If you like what you hear, head on over to greenlightshow.com. You can find out everything about the show right from the homepage. greenlightshow.com. See you there.
I need a garage door opener for my balls.
What?
What the fuck? I don't like the smell that usually forms down there if I go for a couple days without washing.
I'm proud of you.
It smells like onions wrapped in asshole. What the fuck are we talking about?
Hey, Dad, remember that one time I got that cock stuck in my ass?
He just went over legs and arms. In a truck not too hard to locate, featuring painted images of a peeled banana, the exposed pot shaped like a condom, and a shirtless man saying, "I protect myself," to you.
What kind of fucking question is this? I'm the host of the show, and I get put down on every episode.
I love you, Tim.
John is a man of God.
Shed his precious blood.
Shed his precious blood.
And died.
And died.
Oh, my sin. And now the three guys that taught your mom that thing you like. It's Minor Detail.
MinorDetailPodcast.com.
Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time. They call it the other new fairy tale drama. More fairy tale characters living among us in our modern world. Unlike NBC's Grimm, Once Upon a Time is not a... It's just like how Heroes happened. They had to have all those shows with like people with superpowers.
Yeah, I don't think we need two fairy tales in real world shows.
And if you know, there's no way they both decided to do two fairy tale shows. You know, like one channel was doing it and someone overheard this.
Yeah, absolutely.
More fairy tale characters living among us in the modern world. Unlike NBC's Grimm, Once Upon a Time is not a criminal procedural. Instead, this drama centers on a 28-year-old bail bond collector who is confronted by her now 10-year-old son she has given up for adoption. A boy who believed her to be missing... Be the missing daughter of Prince Charming and Snow White.
Can we just stop right there?
You know what? If you're going to have the fairy tale like characters, I guess one show they cause problems, and put them on New Girl.
Yeah.
Like, just like combine them or something. I don't know.
That's terrible. We don't need to do this, right?
Okay, let's go on. Okay, next one, this one I want. Pan Am. It's basically about the airline Pan Am, set in the 60s. It's basically Mad Men with
on an airplane?
With stewardesses, yeah. I really like Mad Men. I can't say anything else about it. I think we should watch this show.
It's got Christina Ricci in it.
She's pretty hot.
It said top lines. I thought it said topless for a second.
They're like, we're just airing the show during sweeps.
Yeah. All right, we'll give it a shot.
I think this sounds interesting. I mean, it's worth watching the first episode.
Okay.
It could be terrible, but it could be one of the shows that like also hits. I don't know. Do you watch Mad Men?
No.
It's actually pretty good.
All right. Person of interest.
Okay. They call it Christopher Nolan's brother mixes The Equalizer with Minority Report. I love when it's like a famous director's or writer's brother, as if there's no other way he would have gotten the show produced if he was not Christopher Nolan's brother.
Oh, and look, J.J. Abrams.
His paycheck says Christopher Nolan's brother. One of 2 new shows produced by J.J. Abrams. Person of Interest brings lost Michael Emerson back to the small screen as a crazy billionaire who recruits former CIA agent Jim Caviezel to fight crime as a vigilante in New York City using high-tech system that can predict crimes before they happen.
Why is it
Minority Report?
Yeah, it says mixes The Equalizer with Minority Report, or they could just say it's the Minority Report.
I don't even know what The Equalizer is.
I don't either, but that's the exact plot of Minority Report.
The good news, 2 words, Michael Emerson. The bad news, expectations were elevated for the show given its pedigree, but most critics were disappointed by the pilot. You want to play a little bit of the pilot?
I'll try it.
Try it. I mean,
nope, the video doesn't work.
Oh, okay, then screw it.
So what are we doing with this one?
I mean, they have good. I don't know, just like the Vigilante. It's on CBS, and I don't really like most things on CBS.
Yeah, maybe we'll just give this one a pass.
Okay. I mean, like, I know people watch CSI and whatever, but I don't watch any of the shows.
No.
Okay, let's go to the third page.
All right, the last bunch, the Playboy Club.
We're going to have to look at one of the other ones. I think we're missing some stuff. But the Playboy Club.
This is the one that everyone in Utah made a big stink about because it's about the Playboy Club. And it is on NBC, so you know all the good stuff will be taken out.
Right. Why does everyone in Utah make it like... They know people have sex everywhere. They know there's porn out there.
They were protesting in the streets. Somebody should have just went out there and gave them all remotes so they could change the channel.
Do you think it was like a stunt by NBC, like getting Mormons to like protest to like get like drum up support for the show?
I mean, it worked. I mean, more people want to see it now because of them idiots.
I bet it's like a guerrilla marketing.
The bad news: it's boring.
Just because it's called the Playboy Club, I think we should give it 1 episode.
All right.
Set in the 60s, same basic idea. Mad Men meets Pan Am with whatever.
Okay. Revenge.
I saw a preview for this on TV today.
This one-line blurb makes no sense. A soapy take on Count of Monte Cristo set in the Hamptons.
It makes some sense. I mean, Count of Monte Cristo is a revenge story, but it's more of like a Desperate Housewives type show in the Hamptons.
Can we not do this one?
It'll probably be really bad.
Yeah.
This is one of those shows that I'm pretty sure like my wife will watch and I'll be like, fuck. Because Desperate Housewives is going off the air, so I have one less show I have to watch. One less show is going to be on TV. When this you're going to have to watch, and this will probably take its place.
Yeah, let's not do this one.
Okay, yeah, sounds pretty bad. Ringer on the CW.
We're not doing any CW shows.
Yes, we are. I like the show.
Sarah Michelle Gellar plays twins.
First of all, how do you not like Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I never watched it.
And you're saying like it was actually pretty decent. And you're also saying, like, as if the shows on NBC, CBS are going to be really good shows versus CW?
No, it's just like...
I wish there was more, like, FX in those channels.
Yeah.
You
actually
slated
want to
to
watch
appear
this one?
on CBS. CBS got rid of it. This action drama instead headed to the CW. Sarah Michelle Gellar stars as a troubled woman on the run from the mob who decides to hide out by adopting the identity of her wealthy, identical twin sister, only to discover that her sister also has a bounty on her head.
Great.
Okay, it sounds really weird. It gets a lot of good reviews on the critics give it a lot of good reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I like Sarah Michelle Gellar. Let's watch an episode. Come on.
Where are we going to find time to watch all this garbage?
You know we're going to cut most of these shows. I mean, we can also like DVR them, not watch every episode for the show.
Yeah.
We'll talk about which ones we're actually going to watch each week.
Okay.
Don't you wake up at 4 a.m. to feed a baby? That's what I watch my shows. The River. It's mid-season, so it's not going to really affect us right now. A supernatural thriller from the director of Paranormal Activity. I'm pretty sure the director of Paranormal Activity should have gotten this role, this chance.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so it's...
Well, I'll put that in the maybe pile.
Well, let me read it. The producers for the supernatural thriller set in the Amazonian jungle, combining an ongoing mystery with a standalone storylines, the series centers on the host of a nature show who vanishes in a magic-filled, uncharted region in South America, and his loyal family and his crew who begin searching for him, while filming a documentary series about their adventures.
Oh, geez, no. It's one of... Well, of course, the guy from Paranormal Activity is going to have a handheld TV show.
According to the new reviews, it's the best pilot we've watched in years, declares IO9. I don't know what IO9 is.
I don't either.
The Daily Beast writers describe the show as terrifying, gripping, and intriguing.
Okay, well...
Let's put this up. I mean, they say it's a good pilot. It's not until, like, January, so...
Right. Okay. And The Secret Circle. This is a boring episode, isn't it?
Well, it'll get more interesting when people. This is a preview of what's coming on TV. Don't you guys want to know?
This is a setup episode.
It's a setup episode. Things will get so much better from here. And we're not going to just say that show was terrible or whatever. We're going to actually go in depth in the shows because we'll actually watch them.
Mm-hmm.
It's they call it the Witch Diaries. So we don't have to go further. We're not going to watch. This is for girls that are 15 years old. We're not 15 years old.
Yeah, based on the Vampire Diaries. Next,
Suburgatory.
Suburgatory.
They made up a word. Great. A family comedy with a good cast. An overprotective single father. Is there any male father on TV on a sitcom that's not overprotective?
Yeah, seriously.
Decides to move in with his 16-year-old daughter.
16.
What? An overprotective father, single father decides to move. Oh, move with. It's not move in. Move. I made a much worse show. Decides to move in with his 16-year-old daughter and have a love affair. We're hoping no protest comes.
And then a monkey rips off their faces.
An overprotective single father moves in with a 16-year-old daughter from members of NAMBLA. Decides to move with his 16-year-old daughter away from the dangers and temptations of Manhattan and into the suburbs and a somewhat stylized single-camera comedy from Emily Kapatnik of Hung and some other people. ABC bills this series as a combination of Juno's heightened reality with Father Knows Best heart, which you can take as either an enticement or a warning. Wouldn't it be better if they moved from the suburbs to Manhattan? Wouldn't that immediately be a better show?
Yeah. Now, is every show now just going to be a one-camera type of thing? I'm already done with that.
Cameramen must hate this. They're like you're cutting all of us out because of fucking The Office.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, by the way, I finally watched Parks and Recreation.
Oh, how was that? I've never watched it.
It was so terrible.
It's been on. It's been on for a while. Is it really that bad?
I watched, I think, two or three.
Oh, you gave it a chance.
Yeah, definitely at least 2. And it was it was one of the most unfunny shows I've ever seen.
I heard these shows like that and Community hit their strides more in the second season.
That is not getting a second season for me.
Do you watch Community?
I watched one episode and it was okay. I would give that a chance because I like Joel McHale.
Yeah.
But Parks and Recreation was like if you just inserted the people from The Office into another setting with worse actors and jokes, that was the show.
Could they take one of the more unfunny cast members in the history of Saturday Night Live and make her a star?
It was so bad.
I've never really watched that. I've never really watched Community. I kind of like, if it's going to be The Office anyhow, I might look to watch one of them.
Yeah, she was like, oh, how can I try my hardest to be exactly like Michael Scott and not deviate at all, only I'm not funny.
Not that Michael Scott's all that funny either.
No, he's not, which is the problem.
Okay, so this show, this looks just fucking stupid.
Yeah, let's not do that.
We can curse on the show, right? This looks fucking stupid.
Ugh, piece of shit.
Unforgettable.
Let me guess, this show's going to be forgettable.
Basically, The Mentalist with a female lead.
Basically, we decided not to put any effort into this and just take a show that already exists and switch the cast member out.
Well, that's what they do with Law and Order, but that actually works.
Yeah.
NBC's got the greatest thing ever. I mean, like, they don't think they do that well in ratings overall, but like they found one thing, like this, like one thing, like just put any cast members you want in the show, and it'll be good. And just do as many episodes, many different versions of the show as you can.
I wonder if somebody's keeping a running total. There's got to be 1,000 episodes of, if you put all the Law and Orders together.
I wish they would just go butt wild with it and just do every do Law and Order Iowa. Let's see how it goes. Someone's stolen the corn.
There's like 4 straight episodes with no crimes. It's just them playing poker and like. Actually, that could be funny if they do funny things while they're bored. It would be like The Office, really.
They're like, who stole the corn? It wasn't stolen. I picked it. That's why it's gone. Fuck.
It would be like The Office, only like every 5th episode they'd solve a crime.
Yeah. Okay, so that's bad. Okay, this one we're doing.
What?
Up all night.
Oh.
Not the stupid Unforgettable.
Okay. Up All Night, I agree. I want to see that. We
talked
about
that. Funny. And basically, it's about parents who are up all night because they have a baby. I have a baby. We have to do this.
Yep.
And the pilot actually looked kind of funny. It has Christina Applegate from Married with Children, one of the greatest comedies ever. Mm-hmm. And it has what's his name? Will Arnett from Arrested Development, one of the greatest comedies ever.
And it has Maya Rudolph, just so the show is not totally awesome. She's going to bring it down to earth a little bit.
Yeah, it's like she anchors in the badness.
Yeah. It's like, sorry, the show is on NBC, so it can't be really, really good. Bring in Maya Rudolph.
She was in Bridesmaids, which actually was surprisingly decent. And she didn't really bring Bridesmaids down, so maybe she won't bring the show down either.
Did she make it good, though?
No. I've never seen her being... I don't understand SNL puts these people on who are just not funny on the show. But
yeah, I don't get it either.
But either way, she's not the main character. The mother and father are Christina Applegate and Will Arnett. They have a baby. It drives them crazy. I'm losing it because of our baby. Last night, we got him down at 8:30. He woke up at 10. I wanted to shoot myself. He was up every hour thereafter. This will be a good show.
All right, last one. I want to watch this one.
Really?
Yes.
It's called Whitney. It's a comedy starring Whitney Cummings. If you've seen her stand-up, you haven't probably laughed. This is a stand-up comedian, Whitney Cummings. Her show is produced by J.J. Abrams. Okay, it's not produced by J.J. Abrams, but I mentioned him in the review. She also produces Two Broke Girls. I guess this one, though, is funny enough for her to star in. It's about a young couple looking for ways to keep their long-term committed relationship going. So they're breaking new ground with the show. The network is giving the show the plum post-office slot on Thursday nights. I wouldn't call it a plum spot, as in most shows that go on after The Office have been canceled.
Also, this is going to be The Office without Steve Carell, which means it's going to get canceled pretty quickly.
I don't even know if it'll be The Office. I just think it'll be Whitney Cummings. Like I've seen her on some roasts. She's mildly funny. They call her the hot female comedian. If you've seen other female comedians, you know they're just calling her that because she doesn't look grotesque.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as hot.
I mean, you're comparing her to like Roseanne. Like, she's
Lisa
hotter than
Lampanelli.
Roseanne, but not as funny as Roseanne either.
This is the kind of show that I was saying so bad it's actually fun to watch.
Okay, I mean, it will be terrible.
It's going to be so bad. I just want to see one episode just to see how bad.
Do you want to play a preview?
All right, let's play the preview.
Getting married is so dumb.
Just because your parents each got divorced 3 times.
Half of all marriages end. If half of all planes crashed, would you continue to fly?
What can you say about Whitney that hasn't been said before? Plenty.
Wait, you're going to wear a hoodie to a wedding? What, were your overalls in the wash?
What?
Wait, you can't wear white to a wedding.
Oh, such a stupid rule. What, does the bride think the groom's gonna get confused and marry me by accident?
Should have worn the hoodie.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
I
going
bet
to be
people
fun.
are doing shots if you want to come.
I have a girlfriend, so I can't really engage in any type of merriment.
Couples with the most successful relationships have sex 4 or 5 times a week.
5 times a week? What is time for that?
This is going to be the worst thing ever.
Okay, it looks really, really bad.
Yep. Okay, so we have a million shows to watch.
There's actually, we missed a couple. Let's go to the TV Guide thing. We missed a couple. Just scroll through. The second one, you got the TV Guide website?
Yep.
Okay, scroll through. There's a cartoon.
Ooh, a cartoon.
It's called Alan Gregory on Fox. This starts at the end of October. Created and voiced by Jonah Hill. This anime comedy introduces us to precious 7-year-old Alan Gregory, who, after being homeschooled all his life by his father, Richard, embarks on his biggest challenge yet, attending public school. And naturally doesn't have the easiest time fitting in. It's a cartoon. It's not till Halloween.
Okay.
We have a lot of shows, huh?
Yeah, we do. We have a lot.
There's one more I haven't found. We haven't seen it yet, but I want to watch. It's on FX. Let's see if it comes up. Let's just scroll through, see if anything else. If anyone's with us, they... Oh, here it is. American Horror Story on FX. And I'm only going to give this credit. I mean, it's the horror, whatever. I'm going to give this credit because, A, I've heard some of the reviews for this, and they said it's actually supposed to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And B, FX has done a pretty good job producing shows lately. Even the shows I don't watch them, they're supposed to be pretty good. I mean, I love Louie. Supposedly Sons of Anarchy is pretty good. I watched one episode of it. It looks actually pretty decent. And they have a couple other things. Then they have Always Sunny.
Okay.
So,
All right,
I think this is going to be the only show that actually takes off from the new season.
So what we're going to do is we're going to watch these shows and we're going to give detailed reviews and then probably fire most of them.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Is there anything else we're missing? There's a bunch of shows on HBO and stuff, but neither of us have HBO, and we're not getting it for this.
No.
There's a show on the CW called Hater, and it's spelled H, the number 8, and R.
Oh, God, no.
If you despise Kim Kardashian, Snooki, or any other overexposed celeb, then this is the show for you. Host Mario Lopez will bring together stars and their civilian haters so they can convince their detractors to see the errors of their ways. Truth or not, look for some bruised egos.
That's going to be not good.
I don't know. Any show's going to give Snooki work, I don't want to say.
Yeah.
Besides Jersey Shore, 'cause I love Jersey Shore.
Well, you know what they're going to do? They're going to put them together, and then the person's immediately going to start kissing ass.
Okay, so here's one. Scroll a couple more. It's called on AMC. It's called Hell on Wheels, and I know you love AMC.
Okay.
You do like AMC. They have that Walking Dead show.
Yeah.
Okay. So the premise, Deadwood 2.0, not exactly. It's like a set at the Western. For one, producers are calling this post-Civil War drama an Eastern, not a Western, mostly because it's been set against the building of the Transcontinental Railroad as it follows Cullen Bohannon, a Confederate soldier, on the hunt for Union soldiers who killed his wife. Sounds like Easterns have the same tales of vengeance as Westerns do. The show takes its name for the traveling camps, brothels, and saloons that followed the railroad workers during the construction. I really like AMC, but I really hate Westerns.
Yeah, no, let's not do that.
Okay. There's Showtime has something called Homeland, which looks interesting, but I don't have Showtime.
Okay, we have like a billion shows.
I just want to go through this list. Hang on. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, you're right. We have a billion shows. Is there anything we're missing? What's Prime Suspect? We just missed that one.
Isn't that the one with the futuristic copying that Tom Cruise movie? Minority Report?
Oh, you're probably right. Revenge, Ringer, Secrets. This is one we missed. This is actually a good one. Terra Nova.
What is that?
So it's basically they go back in time and they exist with dinosaurs. At long last, Steven Spielberg produced dino drama about the Shannon family who travels back to historic Earth to save the human race. We'll hit our TV sets with dinosaurs of every friendly and not-so-friendly variety. You're going to see some pretty cool dino-on-man action. Co-executive Jose Molina. Epic dino-on-man action. No, not like that.
You just made this up.
That's what they say in the review. This we should watch.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It has dinosaurs.
That one's got to be funny.
You know they've put, you got to think, the pilot costs like $5 million to produce, $10 million to produce. It's something like a ridiculous amount of money. So let's check this out.
Okay.
Is there anything else we missed?
No. So I'm going to list all the shows on the front page of brinkofsanityshow.com, and then you guys can watch along or comment along.
There's one more. We're not going to watch it, but The X Factor.
Nope.
If you've seen American Idol, you've seen this show.
Yep.
It's literally the exact same show, except for Simon Cowell gets more money because he actually owns this whole show.
I thought that show was on for a long time already.
No, it's on in England for a long time already.
Oh,
this is the American version, which premieres on the 21st of September.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, so we're not doing that. So I'm going to put that, and maybe when we do the reviews, we can put them on the website too.
Right. So we'll put on the website all the shows with their preview dates, if there's already a preview date.
Right.
I mean, whatever date.
Yes, airing something first time on date.
Yes. I'm going to explain it even worse. It's when the show first time on TV produce date.
This is what happens when we do show late at night on a work night.
Yeah. Someone has a baby they couldn't get to sleep earlier. So.
All right. So hopefully that wasn't too boring, and it'll help for the future episodes when you know actually why we're doing all this.
Yeah, it really will help. You'll watch these shows. They're not all going to be on the first week. So next week we'll probably have one or two of these shows, and then going forward we'll have one or two of these shows, and it will be really funny.
Yep.
It looks like some of this stuff doesn't premiere for a little while, but okay.
All right. Well, thanks for putting up with that. And
trust us, this will get interesting. And I mean, if you're listening to our show, you probably like TV. What else are you going to do for entertainment? So, come on.
Yeah, I would think so. All right. We'll be back soon, and thanks for listening. Have anything else?
I got nothing. I was waiting for the way to play the Happy Trails thing.
Bye, love. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. It's all over. Goodbye. It's time to go. This is the end.